J'ai besoin de trouver des cornes filantes. Ah oui, ça c'est... C'est truc de chasse. J'ai l'impression que tu y veux un câlin. Mais qu'elle a vu que Sushi t'en faisait.
Je fais 5 trucs en même temps.
Quoi, tu sais pas faire 5 trucs en même temps, mon chou? C'est à faire discrètement.
I'd have to ditch something.
Oh, déjà? Ressources. Non. Ressources, non. Composer ça. Trop. C'est corrompu. J'ai pas besoin de plantes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Qu'est-ce que t'as vu, toi? Cœur de confiance, je pense que c'est bon. Merde, trop de feu.
Nice. To a good hunt.
C'est joli ça. La nuée de... Son partout. Partout tout le temps. Oh non, qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? Voilà, sur. Non. Cocotouille. T'es jalouse parce que Sushi nous fait un câlin? On va adoucir ça un peu. Je vais vraiment sur. Mais c'est le rocher fait un peu bizarre. Au moment de la journée, ça ferait quoi? Ça va ranger le bloom en pleine journée. Enfin, les traces. Hmm. répondeur de chambre. Ah, c'est marrant, on dirait qu'il dessine les traces de lumière. Les effets de lumière, c'est des particules, on dirait. Ça paraît donc orienté vers la caméra, vers le personnage. Bref. Ah, brûlé. Qu'est-ce que tu cherches là? Hein? Mhm. Il y a un truc qui m'a vu là-bas. D'accord. Tout va bien joué. Donc on va prendre la porte là. Retrouver la station Google Doc. Oh, une pièce secondaire. Tiens, bonjour. Non, c'est pas ça que je voulais.
I saw some of the places you'd been. The new settlers have no appreciation of craft. They'd already piled your work in a ditch. But I knew the signs to look for. The scrabble in the dirt, those surprised splashes. And I did tell you we'd meet again.
Nil. Still hunting bandits?
Oh, yes. I've been sharpening my blade, anticipating the scent of the fight. Don't get me wrong, these scum are odorous. A little panic and desperation really sets it off, though, like an incense.
So, what's your knife called?
Why would someone name a knife?
So much for small talk.
Are you ready?
Just don't think this means I enjoy it.
Don't worry. We'll take your secret to their graves.
ici j'aurais des trucs là. Il est bien armé. Petit lourd.
There's the alarm. Better keep an eye on it. Okay, alarm's down.
Putain, il m'a fait peur l'andouille. Il est venu près de moi.
There's the prisoners.
Il y pèse bien les machines. Hein.
Are you ready to move? It's all right. I'm getting you out.
Donc il en reste 3 quoi. On va essayer de les faire aussi discrètement. Il en reste plus qu'un? Non, il y en a encore 2 là-bas. T'es sûr de passer dans ma caméra toi? Au revoir. Je les ai libérés. En restant discret. Elle est encore assez croupie. Ah, il faut un cœur d'oiseau tempête. Voilà, c'est que les oiseaux tempête, il n'y en a pas à tous les recoins. Il y a les étincelles, il y a à tous les recoins, les oiseaux tempête. Ah, peut-être déplacement rapide, c'est nul. Je regarderai si je peux en acheter un cœur d'oiseau tempête. J'ai un peu des thunes.
Looks with me. On va faire de la place. Monsieur bonjour. Prenez mes crasses. Vendre. Ressources. Tiens. Prends ça. J'hésite à vendre celui-là. Ah, j'en ai plein. 3, 4, 5. Donc je vais vendre ces deux. J'en ai 5. Je pense qu'il peut passer à 4 en fait. Est-ce que je peux vendre des munitions? Non. Chiant. Parce que j'ai plein de munitions. Potion. On va avoir que 12. Forget about traveling light.
Il y avait des potions aussi. Tant pis. Ne remerciez pas les gardes. Bande. Ah, attends, faut pas discuter par la lutte.
Remember how the blood pounded in your ears? They'll ring later, in the calm. It's a call to arms, from your inner desires.
Or a cry for help.
I wouldn't fight it.
I can tell. So you used to be a soldier. You fought for the Karja?
Oh, for them, against them. An empire always finds its wars. You can't be picky. The new king of Vod saw things differently. Called an investigation into war crimes. Aren't all wars a crime to someone? Still, I raised my hand and volunteered.
You volunteered to investigate?
No, I volunteered my confession. No sense wasting time with an investigation. I was sent to Sunstone Rock for 2 years. The trade was fair.
En prison.
They sent you to a rock for 2 years? Is this some kind of Karja ritual?
No, Sunstone Rock is a prison, south of Meridian, south of the Rain Gathers. Our new Sun King is a believer in rehabilitation, as am I. In the heat of a stone cell, in the dark, I learned to focus on what was truly important to me.
Tuer des gens.
What were these things you did, Nil?
Acceptable things, under the circumstances.
Acceptable to who?
I don't make decisions. Let's just say the rules of engagement suited me. But rules are important. A structure. Cage. Otherwise, you know of those places, lonely places where people once were? Now just a hole cut in the world. Chances are, I was there before.
Have you found a new partner yet?
I thought we were partners.
I have my own roads to follow, Nil.
And they seem to lead back to bandits. That works for me. I'm not suggesting a Karja wedding. I'm never lonely where there's killing to be done.
Time to move on.
A brief encounter for us, but the end for them. They were squalid lives anyway.
C'est bien, j'ai réussi à le faire sans me faire repérer du tout au bout. N'oublie pas. Oui, allez. Les escaliers, mais ça m'a fait. Il m'énerve. Ça va me faire passer par en bas, ça, ou plutôt pour me faire monter là, là. On va faire remonter là, je crois que c'est une montée. Je peux cacher les non-joueurs, les PNJ. Bah oui, si tu me passes là, pas le faire, cocotte. Et on voit pas la lampe de la télé. On voit bien les oiseaux s'envoler là-bas. Juste là-bas. C'est joli quand même. Installer Monster Hunter World Beta. Non, idiote. أمشي.
He needs a better pastime.
Wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it in the noonday sun.
It's a bit, frivolous, isn't it? I swore I'd ask her to marry me.
I'm sorry for the wait, but all goods entering the city are subject to search.
This is outrageous. We're loyal citizens.
How long do we have to wait? What am I supposed to do? Just sit here and let everything spoil?
I thought Meridian was open to all Karja.
What happened to Ursa has
Outlanders
nothing
hate the
to do
Karja.
with us.
We work hard as any tribe.
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy, but it's decent work keeping the city safe.
Every minute I'm stuck here costs me good shards.
Like last night. May the sun light your
Don't want to know what they were doing.
They say it's for our safety, but if that won't pay for lost customers...
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier. Some Oseram girl applied to the city guard
What's going
the
on
other day.
here? Owen's in there,
Amazing.
somewhere. And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
Don't bother your betters. Keep your hands to yourself.
If this keeps up, I'll be broke in a month.
It's always
City's
the
locked down
merchants who
on
suffer.
account of the murder.
Good luck getting through, Outlander.
Must be a Nora. Suppose that kit might be useful in the Savage East. What about the Oseram finding a scrap of the old ones up north? The fear in this city is gone. That's Sun King of Ard's doing, making up for his tyrant father.
My wife was cheated by one of those sun-faced Oseram merchants yesterday. Not for the first time.
He doesn't look happy.
Stop right there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Karja forces in Red Ridge Pass.
Ursa? You mean Erend's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Erend. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Aaron, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy outlander.
Aloy! Hey, you're alive! I thought you were dead. Make way, make way.
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Ah, not really. A little. So, you're alive. We should celebrate. The drink's on me.
We need to talk alone, and you need to pull it together.
Over there.
So you approve?
Of course I approve. From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There. Alone as you asked. And what did you want to tell me?
A lot has happened since we last spoke. The Proving was attacked by a group of killers. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions up on the mountain. Some of your braves came back, said most of the contestants were dead. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people. How did you survive?
How I survived is less important than how I was targeted.
Targeted? What do you mean?
The killers came for me because of Owen.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
I need to find Owen. I need to know what he knows.
But he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I do know that Owen is working with them.
But, I mean, this...
I don't need you to understand, Erend. I just need you to take me to him.
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap and relics days ago. It could be anywhere.
Are there any places he frequents, places he returns to?
A house. Here in Meridian.
Okay, then take me there. I need to search it.
I guess. As long as I'm there to witness the search.
I heard what happened to Ursa. I'm sorry. I know she was special to you.
Special to me? Special to everyone. She always knew what to do. She bossed everyone around. She kept me in line. Now I'm supposed to fill her shoes. And instead, here I am, stumbling around.
Then stop feeling sorry for yourself and live up to her example.
So much for a shoulder to cry on.
Everybody loses people they care about. Tears don't change that.
Don't worry. Any tears I had just froze up.
I need to see Owen's place. Now.
Okay, okay. Come on.
So many people here, all talking at once. How does anyone think?
I don't. I just drink.
Où est-ce que tu vas?
That girl.
Come, take a look.
Is
I'll
she
give you a good price.
a Nora?
I've got all the best goods
Apparently
here.
they're letting anyone into the city these days.
Would you like to buy something today?
For Ursa! How long will Avad hide in his palace? Blood for blood. Vengeance for Ursa. How long will Avad hide in his palace? Year after year, why does he spare those who enslaved and tortured and butchered? Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone. Your own sister, murdered. And her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself! Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was
Subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. Other than the door.
All of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
Leave the rest.
A corner of this rug is frayed, and the floor near it is worn. Looks like a picture of Roland's family.
C'est ce qu'il faut faire. Mais
Let's see what's underneath.
j'ai oublié d'inspecter ça.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it.
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Oseram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
Call it a day, girl. Wasting time.
Looks big and heavy. Let's give it a little push.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I? Hold on now. You just got here. Is there any evidence or not?
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family. Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted.
Pas certain. Donc il leur obéit pour avoir des images de sa famille.
A map. The glyphs show places he visited.
Ce sont les creusets, ça, non? Méridienne là. Je pense qu'il était là. Ok, une rivière.
There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances. And see through each other's focuses too. Like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you? Through Olin?
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen...
Out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister, but that's your war, not mine.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me?
Look, I'll head for Red Ridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there. A few minutes of your focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Red Ridge Pass, you said. I'll see what I can do.
Merci Aloy. 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 Il parle plus. On va le suivre. Où est-ce qu'il va? Ah. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, mon chou? Tu vas reparler de... Mais il reste loin de moi.
place.
You're an outlander.
Nothing I've ever smelled
Nora
before.
from the look of you. I'll bet you're a machine hunter too.
Faut aller tous les deux en même temps.
I've hunted my share.
Well, let me give you a word of advice. Don't bother with the Hunter's Lodge. If you're not Karja, you'll never rise in the ranks.
What's wrong with the hunting lodge exactly?
Nothing, if you like stuck-up bigots. I'm known as a skilled hunter back home in Banur, so I thought I'd try my luck at the lodge. I thought it'd be simple. Hunt machines, gain ranks, see who's best. But it doesn't work like that at all. It's all rigged to keep the Karja at the head of the line. I don't need those snobs to tell me I can hunt. I'm going home.
Are you saying that you have to be Karja to join the lodge?
No, they take other tribes. But they have rules in place to keep outlanders from gaining ranks. When Sun King Avad took over, he promised a new day, Meridian open to all. But it's a sham. Sure, you can get a seat at the feast, but you just can't eat the food.
Sounds like someone needs to shake things up at the lodge.
Maybe, but it isn't gonna be me. If you decide to go, be sure to give them a good old-fashioned Banuk farewell mark in my honor.
The Banuk farewell mark. What's that?
Piss on the floor. Preferably someplace they won't find it until it gets nice and
Sympa.
sour.
What do my tired eyes see? Uh-huh, sure. Come, talk to me a moment.
Wouhou. Oh, cœur de pitié. Ah, c'est l'arme de guerre. Ah. De chasseur. Quand t'es veilleur, cœur de ce tempête. Je vais commencer par là. C'est marrant, c'est pas le... la même chose. Ah. Ah, 70 en maniement au lieu de 40, 100, 150, 75, 150. Elle est moins maniable. Ouais, même en mettant 49 en maniement, ça m'en marque pas beau, je sais pas pourquoi. Heureusement, je vais mettre... J'espère pas exactement la même chose. Moi pareil, je suis pas mal en dégâts quoi. C'est pas mal. Ressources.
outlander, which is good. But a Nora, which might be bad. Do you fear the ruins of the old ones like many in your tribe?
No, although some can be dangerous.
Then you may have come across what I seek. In your travels, have you found strange vessels, emblazoned with symbols of the old ones? They consist of a hollow cylinder with a crescent handle affixed at both ends. If you bring me these vessels in sets of 4, I will gladly trade what I have for them.
So you're interested in the old ones?
More than interested. I study every ancient artifact I can get my hands on. But years of study have made me too comfortable at my desk. I can't even bear the sun, if the truth be known. I don't know how I'll manage to take a partner. My family presses me for an heir.
Don't look at me.
Oh, no, I'm not looking. In fact, my father already has someone he wants me to wed. She doesn't interest me. I wish I had a brother to carry this burden. I would rather be left to my precious little vessels.
What sort of ritual were these vessels made for?
I'm convinced they were used in conjunction with each other in sets. Some people believe they were used for tea ceremonies. Others think they held sacred essences and oils for worship. But I believe they were used for the solemn custom of shaving one's beard. One for water, one for lotion, and so on. Each fluid in its special vessel, majestically applied to the face at each stage of the rite. It must have been breathtaking. But which vessel was used for which? I have to know. I have to continue my research.
Are you sure people didn't just drink out of them?
Drink? Out of such finely crafted earthenware? Don't be ridiculous. Yes, trade quickly. I have work to do.
Ah, il me manque celui de Faro. J'en ai déjà autant. Farlow et Marlick, c'est mal.
I will leave, Rugged.
Il manque si peu. Ouais, c'est le problème, je pense que le Faro il est à WAM quoi. Je le trouverai pas avant un petit temps. Je crois que c'est ça l'arnaque. J'aurais dû passer par là, j'aurais eu le projecteur.
Well traveled? Yes. I would like to talk to you.
You there! Can you help me? Just a moment of your time, please. You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Chercher ton épée.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
The thief broke the lattice on the way out. And some
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, ça?
blood. Looks like they cut themselves on the splinters. Drops of blood leading away. You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see? Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching a sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
More blood. I'm still on the trail.
Betting Oseram to break the rebellion in Sunfall.
And only the Sun King can save us from it.
Oh my. Sure as the sun's rising, you're a Nora. Nothing like sipping a drink and strolling along the vistas, listening to street performers. It's women and savages now. Does tradition mean nothing anymore?
Still more blood. The thief got cut pretty bad. Trail leads here. But someone must have seen the thief.
Those things from the market.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
Quiet moment brings sun to a dark day.
The thief ran down the stairs behind you. What more do you need to know?
The machines took down some people from south.
I pay well for Banuk relics, Outlander.
Go for a drink and a bite.
I'd like to discuss a trade with you, Outlander.
You're looking for artifacts.
Yes, but I'm no profiteer. Sun King Avad has named me an envoy to the Banuk. I work on their behalf, looking for sacred relics to return to their homeland, Ben-Ur. I'm especially interested in wooden figures that are sometimes found near Banuk rock paintings. If you have any, I have valuables to trade for them.
You said the king named you an envoy to the Banuk?
Yes, I've been to Ben-Ur many times, and the Wirek chiefs trust me. I help them maintain diplomatic ties with Avad. Some say they're a mysterious people, but their ways make a lot of sense to me. All you have to do is be the best. Doesn't matter if you're born high or low, man or woman. They respect skill, not some fool notion of heritage.
I see the appeal.
I wish more Karja did. Anything they don't understand, they call backward or savage.
Tell me more about these Banuk figures.
Simple wood sculptures, made by Arnak, a legendary hunter who was exiled from Ban-Ur for killing his chief. He left the figures near painted stones in places that reminded him of his homeland. Later, his tribe declared him innocent. Now they see him as a kind of wandering hero, and want those figures back. I do what I can to help him get them, including trade for them, if you have any. You ready? Let's trade then. Come on back if you find any Banuk goods.
Excuse me, Outlander? I'm looking for Banuk artifacts.
Je sais que t'es à la recherche d'artefacts, je viens de t'en échanger, espèce de noix. Hey, je change les artefacts. Oui. Nul. Ah oui, c'est ces trucs-là. Je m'en rappelle plus. Ok, change ça. C'est celle-là. T'as un mec quelque part par là. Et t'échanges ça contre d'autres pièces. Ouais, c'est ça. Celui qu'il me faut, c'est lequel? Putain, il y est pas. Pourquoi est-ce que j'ai des trucs de quête dessus? Enfin, j'en ai. Quête. J'ai pas un truc tâche.
A moment of your time.
What did you want to talk about?
You were an outlander, no? An adventurer. I used to be one myself. I admit, I miss the beguiling colors of the wilds. Speaking of which, I wonder if you've come across a very special kind of flower. It's made of metal, like a machine. Other blossoms grow around them in amazing patterns. These gleaming beauties are very much in demand among my clients. If you bring me some, I have valuables to trade for them.
You said you were an adventurer.
Just so. The nobles of Meridian crave flowers for their balconies and gardens. So out I went, with bow and spear. I made my name by searching the wilds for the wildest blossoms. No bandit nor machine could keep me from those precious petals.
So what happened?
Love happened, my sweet. My paramour frets too much when I venture out. So now I collect flowers for those without such bonds.
Is it worth it? Being restrained like that?
Of course. Freedom is sweet. But the embrace of my beautiful Theradine is sweeter still.
These metal flowers, what are they exactly?
No one knows. But some say they began sprouting 20 years ago when the machine started to go mad. Perhaps they grow from the tears of the sun, for he has many faces, does he not? Wrathful one day, cool and patient the next. Perhaps he weeps for our suffering when his anger breaks. Ah, let us haggle over this beautiful bounty. Till we meet again, let's have a chat. No, a colorful discussion.
Move along. You have no need to loiter around here.
Chi-Chi was looking at you.
Around me stirring up tensions. I'm keeping my eyes open.
Don't look too...
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
was ever angrier.
Funny how cards are acting all high and mighty. They rise to the damn sun like you can hear.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
Easy to take the simple things for granted.
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword.
Building a mansion that would block
But
my
where?
view.
Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
The man ran past like a grunting grazer, and he didn't have no sword.
The Asaram family next door keeps me up all night with their bickering. Ugh.
Donc si je dis le casque, on va pas. Bon.
Gonna have to run my boots.
C'est-à-dire quelque chose d'intéressant. Retourner vers la marchande. Ouais, d'accord. Ah, où est-ce qu'elle est passée? Ah, là.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill.
Tiens, voilà du moulin. Ah non.
I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
Why are you wearing it? You should dress like us.
Sale moche. Ça le mioche, enfin ça mouche. Amen. Ah non. C'était Avad ou je sais pas quoi qu'ils disent. Amen Valio. Putain, du givre glyphe. On trouve pas qu'il faut.
Ronora, I'm the mournful Naman. My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this?
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouthing Karja rituals to Karja stone. But there are obstacles. While Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
What kind of obstacles?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffer no heathen. This Utaro lost her companion on the edge of the jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, a call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Flint hawks perch there, drawn to the spire's shining.
So, clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sunrise.
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean the Red Raids?
Yes. And the sacrifices that came after.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Karja are more concerned with what is tradition than what is right.
Huh. Maybe the Karja and Nora aren't so different. You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried, in the end. He said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in blood.
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least, they hang heavy.
Where is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment was worst of all.
You lost someone you loved too. I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I took on these robes, I found his memory.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor their memories is to honor us all.
On va commencer à devoir aider des gens. Laissez-moi passer. Ça c'est le truc des chasseurs. Oui.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy. Oi there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund.
Cette barbe.
Did you come to the city looking for work? Oh, good shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of your...
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you. I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate, that's all. Those Banuk are canny, too canny. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
So now you're hiring someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's
Je crois
worth
qu'il est l'heure et elle fait qu'il t'appelle.
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
The Banuk women. Snow witches all. Cold eyes, cold... They choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation. It's like chipping them out of the stuff. They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
So is there any more to the rumor about this camp?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. You're a smart one. This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, sing to them. If it's true, if we learned how they do it, think how valuable that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Girl, I'm not made of straw.
Je mets le son dans le casque.
Are you some kind of merchant? You don't seem to have any wares.
More of an explorer.
But you send other people to do your exploring.
All right, more of an opportunist. Girl. Nora girl. Huntress. We live in a world of opportunities. Risky opportunities. But why should risk stand in the way of a lucrative prospect for the likes of me? All right. I'm more of a gambler.
If I did look into your rumor...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the savage east. The east. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return.
Et l'œil, elle est discrète. Elle est discrète. Elle est intéressée. Comment on dit ça?
Can I interest you in a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity?
Je fais pas ça pour la thune. Je fais ça pour le savoir.
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
You mean these?
Very well then. Congratulations and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Ah, pardon.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right, you're new here.
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram knew how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not going to take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart. Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me.
Ce qui est chiant, c'est que tu débloques toutes les armes d'un coup en fait avec ce machin. J'ai arrêté là. Comment est-ce qu'il m'a fait dernier? On va le sauvegarder manuellement, peut-être. Un feu. Pas de feu? Normalement, il y en a pas trop loin. Me suis-je trompé? Non, il est là.